The collapsed stablecoin Terra USD has been, in effect, abandoned by its developers, and a new Terra blockchain with a rejuvenated Luna token has been launched. Answering the question, what is Terra USD, has become a bit more difficult since this change. The original blockchain is now called Terra Classic. Its token has been renamed Terra Luna Classic, and it now trades with the ticker LUNC. So what does this mean for a Terra USD price prediction now? Well, first, Terra USD has been rebranded as Terra Classic USD, although many people and sites are still calling it Terra USD at this early stage. Since there are no plans to launch a new version of UST, we shall use the names interchangeably. With the collapse in the value of UST to less than 1.5 cents, the world of cryptocurrency has learned that stablecoins are not, in fact, necessarily stable. On May 24, 2022, investors in the associated Luna crypto voted in favor of proposals to install a new Terra blockchain. The Luna Foundation Guard, the organization behind the system, will, in effect, abandon the original blockchain and, by extension, UST. As it is controlled by the community, it will become collateralized and be backed by reserves in an attempt to return it to parity with the dollar. However, this move did not have quite the impact on UST that may have been hoped for. In the early hours of June 17, it hit the first in a series of all-time lows, being worth a mere $0.006911. While a Terra USD price prediction should always have stayed at $1, after the Terra blockchain was officially halted temporarily and UST became depegged, the coin's future, under its new name, looks bleak. UST was designed to be worth $1, always and forever. The idea behind stablecoins is to address the incredible volatility of many cryptocurrencies. The way prices can shoot up or drop puts off many potential investors who might otherwise like the idea of cryptocurrencies. The idea behind stablecoins is to find a compromise. As the name suggests, these coins have, or are supposed to have, the stability of a traditional fiat currency with the privacy, low costs, and speed associated with a cryptocurrency. The UST stablecoin was pegged to the US dollar, which means that it should, ideally, be worth $1 at all times. If you wanted a Terra USD price prediction for 2025, it should have been $1. Unfortunately for people who have had money tied up in UST, now USTC, as of June 24, 2022, they had lost more than 98% of the value of their holdings. Terra had, in effect, a dual token system that used the stablecoin Terra USD and Luna to create and stabilize the Terra USD cryptocurrency. USTs were minted by burning Luna and could also be swapped for Luna. For example, if the UST value went above $1, the equivalent value of Luna would be burned, which minted more UST, making it less valuable. Whereas if the UST price dropped below $1, UST coins were swapped for Luna, making UST more valuable. When UST became depegged, a series of withdrawals from the Anchor protocol money market followed, which led to a serious drop in the coin's price and, in turn, led to Luna collapsing. On May 13, 2022, production on the Terra blockchain was halted, and, even though it was resumed later that day, the future for Terra USD looked bleak. There was originally a limit of 1 billion Luna coins in circulation. If this number was exceeded, Luna was burned. However, after the depegging, the number of Luna, now LUNC, increased dramatically, with the circulating supply standing at a little more than 6.5 trillion as of June 1, according to coinmarketcap. From May 27, 2022, Luna was due to operate on a new blockchain, with the native token of the original blockchain rebranded as Terra Classic. Meanwhile, UST would be collateralized and backed with reserves in a bid to reconnect it to the dollar. The signs of trouble began on May 10, 2022 when Terra USD fell overnight to around 68 cents. This drop in price caused Luna's market cap to be less than UST's, which potentially suggested that the Luna Foundation Guard was not able to back Terra USD's price. The news came after the Luna Foundation Guard announced that it was to effectively loan out $1.5 million of Bitcoin to professional market makers, in an attempt to keep the stablecoin pegged to the dollar. This announcement came before the value of Bitcoin itself collapsed to a 10-month low. The dive continued on May 11th, as UST dropped to a low of $0.2998. When the currency's co-founder, Do Kwon, announced that the Luna Foundation would cut the supply of Terra USD in a bid to repeg the coin, Terra USD rose to close the day at $0.8011. The collapse continued, however, and by May 20, 2022 it had dropped to a low of $0.0613. A few days later, on May 25, the coin experienced a sudden surge to a high of $0.3221, but it soon fell back down again to just under 7 cents. News about the new version of Luna caused USD to rise past 10 cents early the following morning, but by May 27 it was worth $0.042. That morning the Luna Foundation Guard tweeted that the new blockchain would be going live the next day, but this had no positive impact on the price of USD. On May 28 it sank to new depths, reaching $0.01846. At about 7:30 British summertime on June 1 it was worth just $0.01822, and things got even worse the next day when it fell to yet another all-time low of $0.01454. In the morning of the following day, there was yet another record low, this time of $0.01196, before it stood at around $0.012 by 9:45. In the early hours of June 9, it fell to another low, descending past the cent to reach $0.009257. On June 10, it was valued at being worth more than a cent for the last time, with an intraday high of $0.01199, before it continued its decline. In the early hours of June 17, it reached the latest in a series of record lows at $0.006911, and it traded at around $0.0074 by 10:05 British summertime that day. There was a further drop and, on June 18, it reached a fresh all-time low of $0.006218. In the week or so after that, though, it seemed to start a very slow recovery and, by about 14:45 British summertime on June 24, 2022 it was worth about $0.0166. With the current uncertainty surrounding UST, making any sort of Terra USD coin price prediction is probably a fool's errand. It is certainly no longer worth $1 forever, as it was supposed to be when it was a stablecoin. That said, USTC is also still supposed to be a stablecoin and, since forecasts for stablecoins can fall prey to the vagaries of forecasting algorithms, all we really need to know, whether it is a Terra USD price prediction for 2022, a UST price prediction for 2025, or even a Terra USD price prediction for 2030, is that the coin should have hit $1 by then. This, according to some sites, seems unlikely. For instance, Crypto Predictions argues that it will be at $0.0087 by the end of 2022 and will get to $0.0091 by December 2026. Meanwhile, Gov Capital does not even have a prediction for USTC, implying that it should wither and fade into being a de facto dead coin very soon. On the other hand, CoinArbitrageBot, usually one of the most bullish crypto forecast sites, says that USTC will get to a little over 10 cents this year, but will stay there until 2025 at least. Finally, Wallet Investor also believes the coin will weaken further, suggesting it will drop to $0.00141 in June 2023. UST was launched in 2020 by the Terra blockchain and the cryptocurrency exchange Bittrex. There was a strong link between UST and Terra's Luna coin. Terra operates under a proof-of-stake model, which means that people get paid based on how much Luna coin they already hold. By May 28, 2022, though, after a vote by Terra holders, Luna was set to operate on a new chain, with UST being removed from its algorithm and collateralized with reserves, as the former Luna was rebranded as LUNC and removed from its responsibility of pegging UST. The blockchain was founded in 2018 by Daniel Shin and Du Kwon, both from South Korea. On May 4, 2022, the coin's market capitalization was almost $19 billion. On the morning of May 27, its market cap was around $476 million, and it was the 86th largest crypto by that measurement. By June 17, though, it had a market cap of around $76 million, making it the 270th largest crypto. In terms of stablecoins, it was 15th, behind Tether, USD Coin, Binance USD, DAI, True USD, Pax Dollar, Pax Gold, Tether Gold, two stablecoins based on the price of gold, USDD, a recently launched algorithmic stablecoin based on the Tron blockchain, TheUSD, Gemini Dollar, Frax, USDX Kaba, and Stasis Euro, a stablecoin linked to the Euro fiat currency. A week later, things looked like they might be getting a little bit better. Its market cap had risen to just under $170 million, and it stood as the 142nd largest crypto. It was now the 11th largest stablecoin, behind Tether, USD Coin, Binance USD, DAI, True USD, USDD, Pax Dollar, Pax Gold, FAUSD, and Gemini Dollar. For context, on May 26, USD's market cap was just over $1 billion, and it was the 50th largest crypto in total and the 5th largest stablecoin. Whether it can maintain both its position and its designation as a stablecoin is up in the air at the time of this video.